Right, yeah, Chatterbox number 35, Frank Redux. I just, I just was listening to the Kumite thing on Tonka's and was making fun of Angry Pepe, calling him Frank Dux. So, for anybody who doesn't know who Frank Dux was, he's the guy from what was that fucking Bloodsport movie with John Claude Van Damme? He's the guy that was supposedly based on the guy that made all that shit up about going to like some secret martial arts tournament and killing like 180 people in a day and shit.
Oh yeah, nice.
We're getting fancy today.
Obscure references galore.
Yeah, that's the kind of quality you get here with us at Chatterbox.
Yeah. Good luck having any idea what we're talking about.
Yep. I just like mocking Angry Pepe because shit.
Yeah, getting a little head there.
Yeah, really, that's what I'm doing. No, I'm trying to drink a bottle of sparkling cider.
Yeah, I know that. Like when a beer, they call it the head when you're.
Oh yeah, it was essentially it was exactly that thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. It's been a while. I don't drink, so.
Yeah, me neither. I kind of had to stop.
Yeah, somehow it just fucking bumped up when I popped the top. It was weird.
No, yeah, it'll do that if it's shaking up a little.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know how I got shook, but I'll definitely have to. What do you call it? Derp. Yeah, fucking. There goes my brain.
Yeah, it's early, or it's not really, but what the hell?
De-stickify my desk, if you know what I mean, like, because it's this fucking sparkling apple juice. So
yeah, that stuff gets really sticky, dude. Really nasty. Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot to tell you before we went on here, but I have to go to my kid's conference here, so I'm probably only going to be able to be here till he gets home around 2:30.
So, and you're on the same time zone as I am, right?
Yeah, this time of year, yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, that works for me.
Cool. So, what else is going on?
Not much. Just retweeting out the fucking watch link.
Yeah.
And I tweeted the join link to Psycho with an S.
Psycho,
I don't know. No, Psycho is in
214 or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to join.
That's a dude. I thought that was a chick.
With the red-haired avatar? No, it's a dude.
Yeah, I had the same problem with Carrot actually.
I thought Carrot was a chick. I really did. I really thought Carrot was a chick.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. I think he's gay, right? I'm pretty sure.
Well,
maybe not.
Like
I don't know.
Really, right?
All right. Yeah. Either way, he's into dudes. Or they are into dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, he's into taking loads.
Yeah.
One of these days, I got to get Geek Thulu on.
Yeah, that would be interesting, dude.
Not Brown Bomber, though. Brown Bomber's a fag.
Yeah.
Fucking half-wit fuck. Him and Zephanian or Yobi are all a bunch of fucking losers.
Dude, it's pretty sad. Yeah, Carrot is cool. I didn't mean to say anything negative, dude. I like Carrot.
No, I don't think we were saying anything negative about Carrot. We just thought he was a chick for the longest time. He thought it was funny.
Yeah, I don't know if Stench ever took offense or he's just pointing out that Carrot is cool, but.
Oh yeah, no. Well, Carrot thought it was hilarious when he finally found out that I thought he was a chick. Oh, I didn't see you in the chat. Now I see who you responded to. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting back to my professionalism and actually paying attention to the viewer.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that whole thing with Zeph the other night. Did you watch that? The fucking stream with.
I usually don't, but it was kind of fun watching them tear into Zeph. I have to admit.
Yeah, dude, his fucking. I find his delusional confidence. I find that it's so amazing, dude. Like he really thinks he's got people fooled, man. It's fascinating.
It's astonishing, and like even when everybody in the room is just shitting down his neck. He's like, oh, yeah, you're the fucking da-da-da-da. Like, that's not a comeback, man. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a dumbass. You're a dumbass. No, you lose then. That's an order.
Yeah. Plus, dude, he tried to claim that he didn't bring the conversation back to the old shit, but like I actually, because he's really good. He's really good at the gaslighting shit. He's fucking like put doubt in well, I don't trust my memory, and that's probably part of the problem. But don't take offense. I give it. Nice. All right, but I actually went back and listened, and I was like, no, there was no real segue or anything. You just started bringing up old shit because he was trying to say that he didn't bring it up or something. And I was like, dude.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle, sort of like dragging it back into shit that he wants to kind of roll around in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because my has this analogy. Oh, go ahead. And Yobi.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, my has this analogy that I think is really good, is that everybody has a certain amount of shit in their life, right? And, you know, it's a good idea to know what kind of shit you got and then to fucking figure out how to deal with it. But there's a lot of people out there that like to just fucking dive into that pile of shit and roll around.
Yeah.
So you got to watch for those people.
Yeah, like, that's what's comfortable for them. Like, that's what they're familiar with. Yeah.
Like that. They just like to roll around in their own shit all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And Yobi's just insane. Like, he's just dumb and insane, dude.
Well, didn't he start like a Twitter beef with a whole bunch of people where he was just like, I'm not going away until you block me, and I'm going to harass you until you block me, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, you watch the stream where they finally sent him the link, because I don't know why they did.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, but he tweeted out the link.
And it didn't really do much, though. That was the really sad part. Like if I tweeted the link out, nobody'd know.
Yeah, but no, a few people did come on, and it did end up crashing the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the stream actually crashed shortly after that happened.
Oh, I didn't realize the stream crashed. I must have had to go do something else for some reason or another.
Yeah, so he caused the stream to crash because I guess if it has too many people trying to get on at once, it'll end up crashing the stream.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I play a lot of video games while I'm listening to like streams or like watching Hangouts or whatever. So sometimes I'll just be like, check out the chat every couple of minutes, and then I'll just like be playing my little Final Fantasy Tactics and shit.
Yeah, kind of half listening. That's what I do with a lot of them too. On live ones, I don't do it as much. I pay a little more attention, but yeah, if I'm just watching a pre-recorded one, yeah, I'm zoning out through half of the shit that is going on that I'm listening to.
Some of them I really like I'm not sure if you're a big fan of Ren and Igor's stuff, but like the shitlord stuff is okay, but it kind of gets a little repetitive. So I'll listen to it a lot, but I won't participate in the chat because I just right. But they got one where they put on like horror movies and stuff, and those are a lot of fun. And also now they're doing that again. Now they're doing just like regular late night hangouts and stuff where they're just chilling and just chatting with the chat and stuff, and that's actually pretty cool too.
Yeah, right on.
Like I don't hate the Shitlords Anonymous stuff. It's just after a while, like how much fun can you make of the same group of people? It kind of starts to get all right.
Yeah, we know they're crazy. I mean, they're not saying anything new really. It's just different versions. That's why I kind of wonder. I'm like, I think the popularity of people like Shives and Christy Winters and the other idiots, it almost might be being propped up by them constantly.
Oh, it is.
Doing
at this point, it so is.
Yeah,
like half their views are probably people. Half the views are probably hate views, or people that want to have like their own little fucking skeptic channel or whatever channel whatever it's called now. I don't know what it's called now.
Yeah, whatever the community is called, if there is such a community.
I love that people want to be like, there's no community. I'm like, look, community just means people have shared interests sometimes. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not a negative. There's nothing negative, dude. But some people just have to be edgy and not. I'm not part of any group. I'm on my own.
Just because you're part of the community doesn't mean that you're responsible for the actions of other people in the community, or that people should use that as a way to Kmart skeptics. William, that's great action.
That was pretty good, dude.
But anyway, you don't have to be painted with the same brush as everybody in the community. Like there's always going to be idiots out there who do that, but the majority of people take people as they are.
Yeah.
You might be this or that or the other group, but you're still a person, and I'm going to let you be. I'm going to judge you on what you did, not on what this other person did.
Yeah.
Unless it's
So
a
I
group
wonder.
like the KKK, in which case.
Yeah. Well, if yeah, because I don't know if there are other anti-MGTOWs out there, but I would hate to have to judge them off of just Yobi.
Oh, is Yobi an anti-MGTOW or is he a MGTOW?
Yeah, it's right in his name, dude. It says Yobi Access the anti-MGTOW.
Oh, I never paid that much attention to him. I didn't think he was worth reading his whole name, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably not, but yeah, apparently that was kind of the issues he wanted to talk about. I think he wanted to talk about the Liz Sevy shit, and everybody was like, "No, we're making fun of Opal right now," you know. And then apparently he was pissed off. Oh, so you support Sevy then, or like shit like that. Like, no, we just don't want to fucking talk about it.
False equivalency.
Yeah,
that's fucking what's his name? That little Jew guy.
Which guy?
Ben Shapiro.
Oh,
that's his favorite fallacy. His favorite argument is these false equivalencies.
Oh,
well, you either support like less gun control, or you support murder, and it's like, dude, that's not how that works.
Yeah, he's a
like,
little.
Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with gun control, but that doesn't mean that the people who want it are fucking pro-murder. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a little. He's hardcore about no matter what he thinks about whatever he thinks about.
He's entertaining.
Hardcore. Yeah,
he's super fun to watch, but he's super echo chambery.
Yeah,
like he's not convincing anyone. It's like Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder's not convincing anyone.
Right.
He just has an audience that already agrees with a lot of what he says, and he caters to them. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you make a successful fucking show.
Right.
If we did that, we might have more than one or two viewers.
Damn it. Shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's pretty crazy. Those I didn't realize there was an anti-MGTOW movement or whatever, or maybe it probably isn't. It's probably just him, and nobody else gives a shit.
I don't really care all that much. I just think it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Like be MGTOW. Like, there's nothing wrong with being like, hey, I'm not into marrying people, or I don't really want to go out and date, or whatever. I just don't think you need a club for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I essentially do all the MGTOW shit. I avoid women. I stop dating. I stop doing any of that shit. But I want nothing to do with with that fucking group, too. Maybe it's because the most famous ones are like Angry MGTOW and Traversable MGTOW, who are fucking lunatics, dude.
Oh yeah, William. I like Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder. I just don't think that they're convincing anybody with their arguments. Like, they're entertaining to watch. I think Crowder's got some great comedy. Like, if for any and barring everything else he does, the comedy sketches he does are fucking hilarious. I will definitely give the man that more than anything else.
His Cenk Uygur impression's fucking hilarious, dude.
The Cenk Uygur stuff.
Did you ever watch the one where he actually crashed Cenk's panel?
Oh shit, no, I ain't seen that one. I gotta go watch that.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, if I remember, I'll search it out and find it, because it really is pretty good.
I'm gonna search that right now. I gotta make sure I watch that when we're done, man.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. But yeah, I actually listened to that whole goddamn stream with all them, and I really wish, because it was on Sinatra. Was it on Sinatra Says' channel?
Oh, I found it after one search. Okay, so I got it lined up.
Right on. But basically, like, somebody should have muted Zeph and fucking Tonka for long stretches there, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm like, man, you should have fucking had both of them go back to their fucking corners and fucking reset, because there was nothing but them just yelling stupid shit, dude.
Say hey to Akinaro. Akinaro, what's up?
Yeah,
good to have you back.
Yeah.
Hopefully the children of Spain are safe.
Indeed.
Well, he would know. If anybody anybody in Spain would know, Akinaro would know that the children of Spain are safe right now. I just, it's somewhat entertaining. Tonka does get pretty creative with some of his stuff when he's yelling, though. I have to be fair on that.
Yeah, but he was legitimately mad, so he wasn't funny, dude.
Well, sometimes
I think he was legitimately mad.
Not from this one, but from another one. One of the lines, I'm gonna wrap my dick around your neck and start you like a lawnmower. That was pretty good.
Well, that's old. I mean, I heard that 30 years ago, dude.
Really? That was the first time I heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never heard it before.
That is not original, dude.
Oh man, you just crashed all my hopes and dreams.
Sorry. Oh man. But yeah, no, it's like I said, I think it was because he was literally really pissed off at the fucking shit Zeph was trying to pull.
Oh yeah, well Zeph is worthy of the rage.
Yeah, he is infuriating, dude. That's what I said, dude.
Being in Zeph's mouth was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good, dude. That was funny. But yeah, like I said, I knew Zeph was full of shit from the fucking jump, dude. The first time I fucking interacted with him, I'm like, this guy is completely full of shit, dude.
Well, there's a lot of people, I was gonna say there's a lot of people online that just they get those people. They they got that vibe real quick, you know, like they're like, oh, that guy's fucking nope.
Yeah. Well, mine was it was so specific because again there was that thing with where Gemini when he went on the other guy, I forgot the other guy's stream name, but Gemini's fans always downvote videos that he's anything that he's on. That's like a thing, you know, like a thing with them. And Gemini went on that guy's channel, and it happened to that guy's channel, and the guy got all fucking pissed off, and then fucking like they were doing a live stream talking about that incident later. And Zeph said something like, why do you care? What's the big deal if they accuse you or not? And he's like, it's like, you know, it's the same as getting accused of eating a sandwich, you know? Like, yeah, getting accused of fucking steamrolling a stream like that and fucking deliberately taking it down is the same thing as getting accused of eating a sandwich, dude. Was, you know, yeah. It's like one of the worst fucking false equivalencies I've ever heard. Yeah, but what really, like, I just thought he was dumb at that point. But later on, I was watching a stream, and this was right when he hooked up with Liz. It was probably maybe the first stream that they actually did together, and I was actually I asked about the Geek Thulu thing. And I thought they had in a comment or something that I did. I thought they said that Gemini was like with Geek Thulu and kind of didn't, you know, being skeptical about the, you know, their sources or whatever on the pedophilia shit.
Yeah.
But so I was like, what about Geek Thulu and Gemini? So he started talking about the Gemini shit, but he didn't say anything about. He was talking about Gemini like Gemini actually did it on purpose. You know, instead of it just happening. You know, like it was completely different from what he was saying on the stream with Gemini. So I was like, yeah, this guy's full of shit. Yeah.
Was it William Stenchover in the chat makes a fairly good point. Tonka doesn't debate well with people that are smarter than him. Zeph is definitely a prick, but is probably smarter than Tonka.
Yeah, he's definitely sneakier. He's definitely a more he's just a disingenuous prick. He's really good at confusing and conflating shit.
Yeah.
I would give him that. He's really good at that. He's kind of dumb. He really isn't smart, but he's really good at doing that. So if you consider that intelligence, which I mean, you actually can.
Yeah, the ability to debate well. That's a form of intelligence, sir. I would say.
Yeah. Although it's a dishonest way to do it. So I mean, do you really consider it debating well if you're cheating?
Well, you know, the point of a debate is to sway people to your side. So at the end of the day, whatever you're doing that gets people to agree with you, to move their opinion to your side, or maybe if they weren't on either side, now they're suddenly a little closer to your corner, and that's you know what you're aiming for.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing that either. I think
know,
everybody knows he's full of shit, dude.
Maybe not with people like us, but I'm sure there's a few people out there who are like, "Oh man, Seth, you're so cool."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know. Fucking Joey Sparkle still has fans, so
yeah,
obviously
exactly.
they're fooling people.
There's always been people who look up to that, like this the trolling aspect on. There's going to be a lot of people who are like, "Oh, he's trolling everybody." Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, he's not.
And then of course
that's what's funny is he does go. Yeah. And they did actually point that out in the video. Like, dude, you go from being fucking serious, and then you'll say, "Oh, I'm just trolling." Like, dude. Yeah, he did that with the Sinatra thing. Like, he was like, "No, I'm just totally trolling Sinatra," and then later on, he's like, "Sinatra, you are so annoying." Like, okay, you can't say you're trolling him and then say that he's annoying you. Like, Those are kind of incompatible.
Yeah.
So obviously, you're serious. You're not fucking trolling.
Oh yeah, the Tonka and Ogre debate. I didn't watch more than a few minutes of Snitch Ever. It was ridiculous. Like, I don't hate Tonka. I'm definitely not a fan of Ogre. I've definitely moved from like not hating Ogre to just not a fan of Ogre. Like, not at all.
Yeah. No, I remember kind of like debating with you a little bit on that, because at first you were like, "No, I think he's a nice guy. He's an alcoholic," and I'm like, "No, I think he's an alcoholic and he's an asshole, dude."
Yeah, I'm kind of moved over to that corner thinking like, yeah, he's kind of just turned into a total dick.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, that was a silly hangout. That was just too hostile for me, man.
I didn't. No, as soon as they started having Ogre on, because I followed the cunt stream, and then they were having Ogre on all the time, and I fucking hated the guy, so I was like, I can't watch this.
While Ogre was on.
Yeah, see, I quit for a long time, until probably just a couple weeks ago, actually, until you've been talking about it. You know, as I started watching it again.
He started doing fun stuff again. You know, like Ogre's just not fun. Like, he did assholery, like depressing.
Yeah, he sucks at, if he's trying to troll, he's just really bad at it, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're doing the trolling right, you're entertaining people, and like even the people you fuck with can kind of get a laugh out of it, maybe. But if you're just pissing everybody off and annoying people, and then there's no real humor to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's shit, dude. Ogre is a textbook narcissist. Yeah, well, so is Zeph.
Zeph is a fucking fun debate.
Yeah.
Can we get Ogre versus Zephanian?
Oh man, that would be great. Maybe have Joy. We could have Joy.
Joy could be moderator.
Yeah, damn you, fucker! I was about to say that, dude. It was literally coming out of my mouth, Stabby.
Oh, sorry. I stole that joke. I stole that joke like they stole our stream making fun of Opal's cooking.
Yeah. Damn it.
Oh, that was funny.
That was pretty good, dude. Although that was kind of inevitable. I mean, her cooking was so
somebody was going to make fun of her cooking sooner or later. I don't think they watched our stream and then used our bit. I think that was just like, you take one look at her Twitter page, you keep seeing the food she puts out on Twitter, and you're going to be like, all right, wait, what is going on with this?
I guarantee you she was doing it. At this point, she's basically doing it so that happens. You know what I mean? She gets, talked shit about. It's that kind of any attention is good attention kind of thing.
Well, I mean, she's still okay with Angry Pepe, and Angry Pepe was just fucking reaming her up and down the fucking chat, like up and down the hangout all night.
Yeah, dude. Well, none of them. I mean, Schmeckel has come out and literally says, I don't fucking like her. I can't fucking stand her. Yet he keeps having her on.
Schmeckel says that about a lot of people, though. To be fair.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's like, he'll have like Politipod and be like, I don't fucking like you, Politipod.
No, really? Okay. All right.
Same so maybe that's just Whitey, white YouTuber. He does that with. He'll like, I'll bring on Whitey, and then I'll kick his ass right off again.
Yeah. What is it with the white YouTuber? Like, fucking, have I not seen enough of his shit? Or, I mean, what is it that fucking people so much hate about him, dude?
He's a disingenuous kind of prick. You know, like, he's, let's do a collab, man. Let's do a collab. Like, you can tell for him, there's nothing that matters other than views.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
He'll take whatever opinion or whatever side or whatever, or be on whoever's side, as long as it's going to get him a lot of views.
Okay.
I
guess I didn't see that. I knew he had some weird. I don't know, but I think the videos I watch of his, like, he does a pretty decent job, dude.
To be honest, I really watched a lot of his stuff. I just seen him.
Yeah, he does all right. I honestly wish he would stop doing the collabs, dude, and just do his own shit.
Yeah,
he's actually all right at it, dude.
Yeah, his videos might be fine. I just don't like him in general in chats. He comes off as disingenuous and not terribly bright.
Yeah, maybe
his videos might be great though. And hey, man, if you like his videos, good. You know, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, I'll have to see. I don't catch him a lot in live streams, and maybe it's the fact that he reads a lot of my comments and laughs when I'm in the chat, and that's that's a quality I really admire in other people, dude.
Oh, I think the one thing that really kind of stuck in my craw was I don't know if you remember the Josh thing.
Josh thing. I
There
don't
was
think
this
so.
thing where they were doing a fundraiser for Vegas, the Vegas shooting, which was like good, right on, raise some money for Vegas.
Right.
But they had this dude on, Josh something or other, who was just so full of shit and just telling all these bullshit stories and just
one of
making up
those.
all this stuff, and it was so obvious. And they fucking they were just fucking sucking his dick like the whole time. And then like there was a bunch of people in the chat who were like, look, this guy is full of shit. And some of them were like, yeah, I know this guy's full of shit. And he's claiming to be a veteran and he doesn't even know anything about the service and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know one way or the other. But let me be clear. I don't know one way or the other. I don't really care all that much. I just didn't like the guy. I think he was full of shit. Yeah. But you know what? I could be wrong, and everything that dude said could be completely 100% real. I don't think that's likely.
Yeah,
but
it's very highly unlikely from what you're saying, but yeah, it's technically possible.
Yeah, it's technically possible. But then they did this big drama stream where they had him come on and like defend himself, and he kept being able to like answer stuff right up until the point where any actual evidence could be provided. But then again, who does he fucking owe evidence to at the same time? You're like, right? Like, but then he started fucking throwing down the tears, crying and shit. And Whitey got all fucking high and mighty and was like, oh, this is ridiculous. He doesn't do anything, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's fucking faking the crying.
Yeah.
Not real crying.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of see in Whitey is he's young and immature. He like I think in like I don't know 6-7 years or however long it takes to mature.
The sentiment was admirable. The sentiment was admirable. Yeah. The ability to tell when it was a genuine issue and not is that was not admirable.
Yeah, and I've seen him in streams like a long time ago when he first started. I've seen him fucking recognize that bullshit in other people. Like he got on with some chick, I can't remember who it was, but he was like, dude, this is totally fake. And then I was like, holy shit, he's right. Like he picked up on it before I do. And I almost always pick up on that shit right away. I'm like, yeah, this bitch is full of shit, dude. You know? So that's weird that he wouldn't. Maybe it's just chicks. Maybe he just hates women. Could be.
Well, there's also, what do you call it? I'm starting. Brain fucking froze for a minute. Oh, there's also a certain cachet that comes with at this point anybody talking about being in the military. And that's gonna fucking throw people's bullshit detector off a lot. There's a lot of people who are they're gonna ignore a lot of things thinking that like, oh, this person's in the military, so I gotta be respectful. Or something to do with charity or anything kind of emotional like that. You're gonna kind of give like not recognizing a lot of times. Yeah. Oh, William Stenchever says we need some drama here. It gets the click. So my question is, William Stenchever, who should we start beef with?
Yeah, or maybe somebody's got to hear the shit we're saying because we are kind of talking a lot of shit right now. Technically, I mean, I feel like we're just expressing opinions, but I mean, it could be interpreted as talking shit.
We're commentating the commentators' drama, essentially. It's kind of sad.
Let's get some drama inception going. We get some drama based on the commentating of the drama.
We're like the fucking fleas that live on the mice that are fighting while watching the humans fight. Oh, this blood is great.
Oh man, yeah. I admit I don't usually. I don't know. I'm kind of half and half on drama. Sometimes I find it interesting for some reason. And a lot of times I don't, but there are some times when I find it interesting.
The whole Liz and Sevy thing was fucking insane. Like that shit was just like that was like a soap opera on TV and shit.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty fucking crazy.
And they're both fucking out their minds. Like there was nobody was fucking innocent on that one. They were.
Yeah, somehow they're both wrong.
Yeah, they're both just fucking crazy and shit.
Yeah, that whole situation between Liz Sevy and fucking Satercat and the fucking ex-husband, her husband, just insanity, dude.
She was all talking about how nothing was physical, they didn't fuck or anything like that. Sevy and him, it was just all mind stuff. I'm like, what do you mean mind stuff? I want to hear more of that. That's a little weird.
Yeah, she couldn't really elaborate on what the hell she was. I mean, I kind of understood what she was saying, but she did not do a good job of elaborating.
Akinero, we need to make faces in front of the camera now. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Oh Yeah, but the best part of this, and knocking on wood didn't see the original stream, but fucking how Liz turned on the fucking waterworks and then just was totally fine about 2 seconds later.
Right.
Fully composed, fully like not even remotely like not even all stuffed up from like fucking crying and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little weird. Although I think women are better at doing that than guys are. But yeah, it was really quick.
I think you could have checked those tears for salt and found them lacking.
Right. That little fucking tiny ass fake tear ducts, dude, just gushing them out.
Well, I think it was she was getting some hot water, and they were calling her on some of her bullshit, and she didn't really like that.
Yeah. What was the thing about they can't arrest her because she's a hermaphrodite? Were you here? Were you there for that?
So no, it wasn't. They can't arrest her for hermaphrodite. So here's a weird thing about domestic violence in states, and it's different in each state. So some states have a somebody goes to jail tonight policy because, as it turns out, when you go out to a domestic disturbance and it's this huge knockdown, drag out fight, and you go out there as a cop and you'd be like, all right, guys, stop that. Cool it. This isn't all right. You got to be cool. We don't want to have to come back out here. Bye-bye. A lot of times they'd find out that they'd be coming back later to find one of the two dead. The fight's not going to stop because the cops showed up.
Right.
And the abuse isn't going to stop because they showed up and said, naughty. And so apparently in Florida, it's not one of the arrest me states. They're one of the states where the cops come in and do like little fucking counseling sessions. We're like, no, all right, now why don't you guys talk about your feelings? All right, good. Peace out. Don't kill each other later. You know?
Yeah. That's insane. That should not be a fucking cop's job, by the way. But okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So what they were doing was they would come out, they would sit everybody down and have everybody talk about their feelings for like probably 10 or 15 minutes, and then just fucking leave and not arrest anybody. Now
that's weird.
That's if Liz is telling 100% the truth.
Right. Yeah, there is.
I don't know a lot of cops who, if you said, "Hey, this person is beating on me," and you have bruises, and if she's as ill as she claims she is, she would bruise easily.
Right.
That they wouldn't arrest the person, male or female, in any state at this point.
Yeah. I just didn't. She literally said that they don't arrest. They will not arrest her. Wouldn't arrest her because she was hermaphrodite, dude.
Yeah, that's not true. Yeah. That simply isn't. That's just not. Maybe it's good that particular cop, but I find that very hard to believe.
No, I think she tried to say that was in Florida. That's the way it is. I think that's what she was
cops saying. And I've seen them in all different states on the cop show. I watch that show all the time. I love watching people get tased. Tasing is the best. And they'll arrest people in whatever fucking outfits, whoever they are, whatever they do. They don't give a fuck. If you're breaking the law, they're gonna take your ass to jail. That's all there is to it. They're gonna drag your ass down and you're going to jail.
Yeah. I have no. It's fishy, man. I mean, I was a huge fan of Liz's, dude, and now it's kind of suspect. And it's all Zeph, dude. It really is. I put a comment on Sinatra's video. I'm like, you know what? I don't think any of you guys should be dealing with Zeph at all anymore. I don't see how that can benefit any of you at this point. And I was like, even Liz. And I was like, shit, especially Liz. You know, should fucking be done with Zeph, dude.
I just got to the point where I couldn't handle like everything was an emergency constantly.
Oh, right.
Took money, and it was just like, all right, you know, like you watch Ren and Igor, and they're like, hey, we would love it if you could donate some money to us for this, and you know, if you do, you'll get some naughty gifts or some pictures or something like that.
Right.
Or Ren will put on, you know, pasties on the stream or something, and it's like, hey, you know what? You're offering value for money.
Right.
You're offering a direct trade. You're not lying about anything. You're not making up stories to make anybody feel bad for you. You're just saying, hey,
it's no drama.
We love doing this. We're going to do this. If you want to throw down some money, we can find ways to make it even cooler.
Right. And we can keep doing it.
Supposed to do it on YouTube. That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's like, I fucking broke my leg again. Give me more money.
Yeah. All right. So basically, it was getting to the point where every single week it was a different calamity. Is that what was happening?
It just seemed like every fucking week was another emergency that required as much money as she could get.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. Like, I literally, as soon as Zeph started coming on, is when I stopped following Liz.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
it's been a while.
I was gone way before that.
Yeah.
Akinaro
Right.
says it's funny in the U.S. that it's weird that no one is shot or arrested. Normally, if cops show, they should use the talking to easy the situation. In other civilized countries, it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, man. I'd have to look at the numbers, Akinaro, on that one. To be fair, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also, though,
and yeah, we are less civilized. I don't really
our cops are
deny
super
that.
fucking uncivilized. They're super militarized, man. It's getting a little scary.
Yeah.
It ain't about race. It's just about the cops need to be less fucking like the fucking army. That's not really what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they definitely need better training, especially to handle shit like what you were talking about, how they do in Florida. Cops should be able. They should have a lot more. And training with interacting with people. It seems like they don't get that. Like, well, not everywhere, but there seems to be large sections of this country where the cops do not get that enough training in that.
I think we've talked about it before, and one of the things that needs to happen more is more like foot patrol kind of stuff, where they're out and dealing directly with people, not about crimes, but just dealing with people on a regular basis and interacting in the community and being a part of the community as opposed to a part from it.
Yeah, instead of just rolling around in their cars and being kind of separate all the time, and only dealing with people when shit's fucked up. As opposed to if you're actually establishing a rapport with people in the neighborhood, you're just talking, hey, how you doing? Whatever, how's this person? How are they doing? If you're doing that instead of just rolling around and sleeping in your car half the time, shit would be way better, man.
Yeah,
because you actually establish yourself as a human being for one thing.
Well.
And not the enemy necessarily.
And then people in the community are more inclined to give you information that you need.
Right. They're more. Yeah, they're going to trust you, man.
So you might be able to prevent crimes. Like, hey, man, this dude over there is real high, and he tends to get violent when he's high. If you get him now, you might get him before he hurts somebody.
Right.
But they're not going to tell you that if they don't trust you.
Right.
That you're not going to go over and fucking beat the living shit out of the guy or just put a couple bullets in it. If that's what they think is going to happen, whether or not that's your intention, either way, doesn't matter. It's what they think your intention is.
Yeah, I don't know if it needs to be walking, but I think the cops on bikes is a really good idea. A lot more cops on bikes.
Well, I don't care how they get out into the community to interact. I just think they need to interact more. Like,
I was just imagining having to walk around that much.
They could have community events. They could go down and volunteer at community centers. They could, do all sorts of shit. It doesn't have to be just walking around.
Yeah. I think that would be definitely a beneficial thing, man.
Yeah. Oh, what Stench ever makes a good point. He remembers Liz asking for money to pay her electric bill, and 2 days later she was asking for VidCon.
Yeah, it's. Just all that together, I was just like, all right, I'm kind of done with that whole mess.
Yeah, that's what turned me
off. There were a lot of people I liked on there. The Batman, does the Batman still go on that stream?
I don't know. He's on with Ren and Igor all the time, but he's on a lot of streams. That dude gets on a lot of streams.
Yeah, he does.
If he had a channel and he streamed, he would have a lot of people on there.
Yeah, I think he does. Well, I don't know. He does videos and shit. He streams, I believe. I had a hard time finding his channel, though, because there's too many named the Batman.
Oh, maybe that's why I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've tried to search it before. I'm going to get a link somehow, man. I'll look at his stream. Maybe he doesn't do it anymore, though, because I remember him doing streams saying, hey, I'm going to be doing Quiplash or whatever tomorrow at this time, but maybe he doesn't do it. Maybe he's just, because, remember we had him on here. He literally said, I'm a stream whore. I'll stream with anybody.
Oh, there you go. I'll have to check it out. Next time I see him on something, I'll make sure to check it out. That makes a lot of good bad jokes. He's very good at making bad jokes.
Yeah. He's not good at he doesn't tell the good dad jokes. It's the bad dad jokes.
Yeah, what is it? Akinaro makes a point that in Spain or Poland, they don't want to go and spend time with the angry police officers. It's kind of the same deal here, man, except our jails are a little more like conveyor belts. Like, basically, what happens when you go to jail in the U.S. for most people is initially you go and you sit in a room after they take all your information and fucking search you a little more thoroughly than they did on the street. And then you just sit in a fucking room for like 4 or 5 hours until they determine whether to like put you in a holding cell with or without other people, or you go in a drunk tank, you know, or sometimes they'll just like bond you out on your own fucking recognizance, which means essentially like nobody's paying bail.
Right.
You just have to agree to come back and go to court.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
they can say, like, here's your bail amount, and you go and call a number that they give you, and then they'll fucking work out some sort of loan system.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, I don't know, but it definitely needs some reformation, man. Because I think most cops, and maybe I'm naive, but I think a vast majority of cops are decent people.
No, I've dealt with a ton of cops. They are.
Yeah, there's definitely bad ones. There's definitely corrupt ones. There's definitely racist ones. I don't deny that at all, but I think they're a very small minority. Although I would like to kind of see that brotherhood / solidarity thing where they don't snitch off the bad cops. I'd like to see that go away. You know, like if somebody's fucking up like that, turn them in, dude. Even if it's a fucking fellow cop or whatever.
Yeah, the brotherhood of the badge thing needs to stop.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
That's probably the biggest problem is the thin blue line, brotherhood of the badge bullshit, where you're going to defend your buddy because he's a cop, even though he's like committing crimes.
Yeah, even though he's actually breaking the law. He's fucking corrupt or he's racist or whatever the fucking shit is.
I don't know if you've ever seen much of the Justicar.
No.
He's an ex-military, ex-police officer who teaches, I think, math now. But he's a super, super smart guy. And he was a cop and he was a military person. And he brooks no bullshit. Like, he's one of those people who's like, yeah, if I saw people breaking the law, I would absolutely turn them in because my job is to enforce the fucking law. And you're like, oh, well, all right, I can get behind this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's very entertaining, very cool guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything. Is it the Justicar? Is that right?
The Justicar, Justicar.
Yeah.
He's got short brown hair, like sort of military style cut still.
Yeah, he's got kind of a tall, skinny head.
Tall, skinny guy.
Yeah, well, no, his head, like it's really skinny, but it's long.
Yeah, that's just a car. I've actually gotten to talk with him once or twice on like some hangouts or whatnot, but he's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll remember me though, but
he looks like Hunter S. Thompson, dude.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
A little bit. You put a fucking Vegas visor on him, give him the fucking cigarette holder, he is there, and those aviator shades.
He's a lot more straight edge than Hunter S. Thompson, though.
Ex-cop, I would imagine. Probably. Yeah.
Oh,
wait, okay, so you're not the one that said you'd never seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, are you?
No, I've seen that movie. It's just been a long ass time.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember. Somebody said that.
Probably Opal when she was on. Opal hasn't seen a lot of stuff that we've seen.
Yeah, no, it was.
I haven't watched what do you call it? Like I haven't watched all of like South Park and stuff. There's a lot of stuff like that I haven't caught.
Yeah, that is a little weird that you haven't. South Park seems like it would be right up your alley.
I've seen some of it. I just don't watch a lot of TV, and I stopped watching TV when it was on. So.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't catch a lot of it.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Rick and Morty? Did you ever get into that or no?
I have it. I found a website that actually shows all of it, and I want to start watching it, but I keep catching other anime. So the one I'm watching right now is this anime called Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories.
Whatever happened when they redubbed it in English, maybe there wasn't enough money or they didn't care or whatever, but they let the voice actors just do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Oh, really?
So it's just complete nonsense. Like, they got this little kid who occasionally says words, but most of the time just goes, for no reason.
That's funny,
and this one chick just like keeps talking about Jesus like all the time for no reason, with nothing to do whatsoever with anything that's going on. Like, you know it's not originally in the fucking show.
Right. Like that kid was not talking gibberish in the original before the adaptation.
Yeah, and then like all the dialogue is just completely ridiculous, and it's so much fun to watch.
Yeah,
I think there's like 20 episodes of it, but you can only take a couple at a time.
Man. That's insane, dude. Kind of like what they did with the C-Lab 2021.
I never saw that. Is that similar? Like where they just let the people go nuts? And
Well, no, there was the original C-Lab show, which was a serious show, like for kids about this, lab under the sea or whatever. And then the guys, it's the guys that came up with Archer, Adam Reed and whoever the other guy is that I can't think of. But basically, they took the footage from that show and then fucking created this other fucking comedy out of it. Which is fucking hilarious. There's some new shit too, but at first all they did was just take the old footage and dub it over with fucking wacky shit. It's really fucking funny. That sounds
interesting.
Yeah, it's really fucking. It's really good. It was on Cartoon Network. So again, if you have any kind of cable thing, usually the Adult Swim app. If you have the Adult Swim app, you can usually watch all the old shows like that, like Drinky Crow and fucking. Trying to think of some of the other ones that were pretty good.
I probably have access to all that. I just didn't know. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, if you have any kind of cable or satellite, you should be able to download the Adult Swim app and watch all those videos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll have to do that at some point because that sounds pretty fucking cool. Especially, there's a lot of old stuff on Adult Swim I'd love to watch again, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff I missed, but there's also stuff I got to watch that I'd love to see more of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I like watching
Robot Chicken.
Oh, yeah. Robot Chicken's amazing, dude. Especially the early on, dude. It's just fucking genius, dude.
Oh, yeah. The first season of that one was absolutely the best season. Like, they're all good, but just the first season when it was fresh, they were really fucking hitting it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I don't watch it nearly as much as I used to, but it's still good. But
it's still on. I thought it was over.
I think they're still making them. Maybe not.
Oh, I don't watch TV, so I wouldn't know. That's one of those things.
Right. But yeah, like I said, every time I catch it, I'm like, yeah, it's still fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, occasionally I'll see reruns for sure, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of shows that you probably, like Drinky Crow. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That was a pretty.
I never watched that.
That's a really bizarre one with a pretty unique animation style, or art style, I should say, not animation style. But yeah, it's really bizarre. I'm trying to think of some of the other smaller ones that they did. Wonder Chosen. That was a pretty weird one. That was pretty good. But anyways, dude, yeah, try downloading the app, and you should be able to watch, a bunch of that crazy shit. Oh, the Brack Show, that was another good one. The Space Ghost. Did you ever watch the Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
No, I never did catch that one.
Dude, that's pretty good.
I've heard the Space Ghost is really good. The Brack Show is really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I just never caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Space Ghost is pretty funny. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Well, anyways, dude, I don't have to name them all up, but yeah, there's a lot of good shit on there. Did you ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force? It's the one where the guy, is the floating guy that's a French.
I've seen maybe a couple episodes, but I never really got into that one. That's one with like meatwad, right? Like the French fries.
Yeah, the French fries, the meatball, and the shake, Master Shake. Yeah.
Akinaro's out of here. See you, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
You did make a really good point about the U.S. This prison system is privatized in the U.S. and it's unfortunate because it is really like a corporate fucking money making deal to put people in jail as long as possible.
Yeah, it should never be allowed to be privatized. That is fucking ridiculous. Because once it's a for-profit type, it's ridiculous.
Well, and they're allowed to give money to politicians to try to get more laws passed to make things last, like jail sentences last longer.
Yeah, judges, dude. You remember there was a judge that got, or there's probably been more than one, but there was a judge that actually got busted because he kept sending people to fucking jail when they really shouldn't have been getting sent to jail because he had a deal with them.
Kickbacks,
yeah. That's why it should never be privatized, dude.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that's hilarious when you hear anarcho-capitalists go in on it.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Everything should be free market. Even the police. I'm like, that's gonna go well. You fucking imagine if all the police were privatized police? You just have a bunch of little fucking little armies and shit going at each other all the time.
Yeah, anarcho-capitalists are as ridiculous as fucking SJWs and the fucking nonsense they think would work in the real world, dude. You know?
I like to compare them to Antifa.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Styx's video on talking about Antifa? How they're not well, obviously they're not anti-fascists. He's like, dude, it's just a fucking front. He's like, it's how they use language. It's like a kind of like a misdirection. They're like, they were going to pretend they're anti-fascists, but really they're just fucking communists, dude.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't know if I've seen the particular video you're talking about, but he has mentioned that on many an occasion, and I tend to agree.
Yeah, he did it today. Like there was one today where he went pretty in depth on it, and it's pretty good.
Just for people to remember, don't forget, November 4th is the day that Antifa has decided and declared that they are going to have a revolution.
Yeah.
And they need your money for weapons. That's how you do a revolution: is you announce it and then you get crowdfunded.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure when you're a very small, tiny army, that you do not want to have the element of surprise. That is the last thing you want to do.
And when the majority of people actually don't like you, and it's true, the majority of people in the country do not like Antifa, it's always good to announce that you're going to attack that majority because you don't want them to be unaware.
Oh, God. They're so fucking ridiculous, dude.
I don't know. I really don't think anything's going to happen on November 4th. I'm just waiting with bated breath, like, how many Antifa are going to get shot? I just hope they don't hurt anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them getting themselves all fucking beat up and killed. I don't care. But it's the innocent people that... Because sometimes they just beat up random people.
Yeah.
It ain't even like people that oppose them. They'll just beat up somebody who's walking down the road that they don't like the look of.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking thugs. They're full of all this anger and rage for no real reason. So they just fucking take it out on whoever they fucking want to take it out on, dude.
Oh, Jesus, this stuff is making me gassy. The fucking Martinelli sparkling cider. I opened a whole bottle for the show.
Yeah. I love that shit, man.
I've seen Antifa actually go after like a dude in a wheelchair, like on multiple occasions.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Big man, how tough are you, man? You're going after the guy who can't stand.
Yeah, well, you've seen them, dude. They're all like fucking. They all look like they're like emaciated vegans, dude, like that aren't getting enough protein or whatever. You see the way they fucking swing. They can cold cock motherfuckers, sucker punch motherfuckers, and it barely phases them, dude. Like things that should be knocking people out. You know, it's a bike lock to the fucking head. That should fucking at least knock somebody out, if not fucking kill them. You know, a bike lock in a sock with all that leverage, and you can't even knock them out, dude.
Well, knocking people out isn't as easy as it is in the movies. There's a really fine line between hitting somebody hard enough to make them go unconscious and hitting them hard enough to kill them. Those lines are a lot closer together than a lot of people realize. And when you're using a bike lock, man, the odds of you going past that line are real fucking high.
Yeah, but that's my point, is that with all that leverage, you got not even just swinging with your arm and hitting with a bike lock, but having it at the end of a fucking long-ass sock.
I guess I'm just grateful that they don't have enough strength.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if they weren't such fucking little bitches, you know, little limp-wristed faggots, you know, they could actually be a danger. Although, if they actually get weapons...
if they had guns, I would be worried.
Yeah.
Knives, that would be concerning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you should probably be worried. Where I live, you know, in Arizona, I'm not worried. Everybody
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've had people come at me with knives and baseball bats and taking it away from them. So, I mean, like, I'm not going to, if I have an option to get away and just run away, I'll do that instead. But I've been in some pretty serious fucking fights.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I've had people pull knives on me and shit. Like when I was in grade school.
Wow. Yeah. Dude, when we have more time, dude, we got to hear some of those stories because I've never had any of that.
They're not as exciting as you think.
I've had a fucking shotgun like shot at me, but even that was a fucking group of us kind of rushing a house and they shot it into the ground. So it's not like they're actually shooting at us.
I've never had anybody shoot at me. That's fucking scary shit. You want
no, we
some
all
scary
scattered except for one crazy fucker who stepped closer and we're like, dude, get the fuck out of there, dude. Like we had to fucking pull this fucking idiot away.
Some people, their adrenaline hits them and they just want to go headlong. And I'm one of those people, man. I really have to fight that urge.
Yeah, but I don't know. For me, up till the gunshot, then I'm like, okay, now reality's here. Now,
no, the problem is that the adrenaline, when it hits me with like the fear and the adrenaline, something in my brain just flips and switches it to anger and rage.
Just kind of, it's just.
So I just go like way over the other line. That's why I didn't want to go to Berkeley when I knew all that stuff was the second time around. Like I didn't know anything was going the first time.
Right.
After the first battle of Berkeley, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this again. People should go." And I'm like, "Man, I could get there. It's like an hour and a half drive, but man, if I see some of the shit these people do, I'm not gonna just push them off. I'm gonna start like the knees and shit and fucking jaws, and it's not gonna be pretty, and I'll end up in jail, and I don't really want to go to jail.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty, but I'm still not really interested in that.
Yeah, like I said, I've definitely had my issues with fucking anger and rage. So I think I'm still kind of capable of that, but I can also not engage it too. Although, yeah, like you said, if you see him beating up a guy in a wheelchair,
that's what I'm talking about.
It's going to be some fucking Hulk smash type shit, dude.
I see like 10 people beating up on one guy, or I see like, some people hitting women or something. It's going to be on.
Yeah.
I can walk away from virtually anything else, man. Hey, somebody slap me across the face or something, I can walk away. I'm not happy.
Right.
But I'm not going to sit and get into a stupid fight over something like that. I'm not going to let somebody fucking take that much control over my choices.
Right.
But some things you just can't walk away from.
Like you said,
in the mirror later.
Yeah, even like 3 or 4 people attacking a guy, I'm going to fight those 3 or 4 motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, on either side, man. I'd be
bullshit.
like, all right, we got to get this off. This is not going to be working.
Yeah, fucking people.
Oh man, it's like I watched one of the things that bothers me is like some people know how to fight, some people don't. But like I watch these videos where like they're all over Europe, where like a bunch of immigrants will just like single out and attack a dude. And I'm always like, man, don't you know how to even the odds? Like, you gotta start crippling these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'd be going for fucking knees or fucking literally. If there were that many people attacking me,
taking your heel. If you can just drive your heel into the bridge of their foot, they're gonna go down. They're gonna come after you. There's a lot of little bones you can break there. And you lower the amount of surface area you connect with, you increase the amount of force that surface area hits with.
Yeah.
It's proportionate. You fucking cripple some people that way. You kick them in the knee on the side.
Yep.
It ain't like that's hard to do. It's not like you got to have a lot of training. Just kick the side of somebody's knee. That's going to make a big difference whether they can come after you.
Yeah. That's where fucking hobbling big time. Yeah. If I get into that situation, I'm literally trying to snap people's necks, dude. I'm literally trying to break bones, snap necks if I have to. Again, hyperextend an elbow, hyperextend a knee. Like, I'm going to do fucking whatever, dude, to fuck people up, to save my goddamn life, dude.
Yeah, and it's interesting how they just curl up, and it's like, maybe it's just different amount of pain tolerance or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to, maybe I would do the same thing in the same situation. I can't be sure. I've never had I've had that kind of fight like a couple of times, but not quite the same animosity from the other side as that one.
Mm-hmm. Although, again, they may be singling out people that they can sense are fucking weaklings, too. You know what I mean? Like if they saw you or me, they could
thinning from the herd. Yeah, thinning the herd kind of thing. Like the wolf just not going to go after the deer that's strongest, but the one that can't keep up.
Right. Yeah.
It's the other people also, the other people that just walk on by that piss me off.
Yeah, they just let it happen. Dude.
Like 10 other people walked by. Well, 10 people could have evened that up real fucking quick and kept that dude from being put in the hospital, man.
But no, that's just their culture, dude. You gotta let them do it. It's just their culture.
Your fucking countrymen, man. Your brothers.
No, it's their culture. They can't help it. They're not capable of not doing that, apparently.
No, I mean, they should have a love for their own fucking countrymen. yo, this is another dude from the UK. We got a fucking common bond. We're countrymen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know the Muslims don't go in for that shit, dude.
No, the Muslims totally are down with each other. They're all friends.
Yeah. No, I mean, as far as countries, they don't give a fuck about the UK, is what I'm saying. Or,
I'm saying other people. Like, so you see a bunch of people in Germany, and it's like a bunch of Islamic dudes are beating up on German guy, and like 10 German.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And I'm saying, why aren't the German guys like, hey, this is my fucking.
Yeah. What's the other way around?
Dude, we're Germans. Yeah.
Like, why? Yeah, why would you let a fellow fucking countryman be beat up by these fucking assholes? I got you. Yeah, it is pretty goddamn sad, man.
In the U.S., if it was like, say it's like the middle of downtown, fucking, let's say somewhere in Alabama, you get a bunch of Muslim dudes start beating up on a guy, there's going to be like a dozen other dudes that are going to be like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
It ain't even going to be about color. It's just going to be like, that's American.
I was thinking that. I was like, I don't even think it's going to go like just white guys are helping a white guy or black guys helping a black guy. I think all the fucking non-Muslims there are going to fucking help out.
Yeah. There'd be a street fight pretty quick because there'd be a lot of people who jump in just because they want to fight. Almost as much as just because it's like, hey, that's my fellow American.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah.
We do gotta start. Yeah. I think we should start beef with Angry Pepe.
You think so?
I don't know, man. I kind of don't like that you started making fun of Opal's baby. Like, I can make fun of Opal all you want. She's a grown ass woman. So take care of herself. I'm not on my fucking business.
Why? What you saying about her kid, dude?
I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
He was like, retarded. Yeah, he's like, oh, look at the fucking retarded baby, fucking stupid retarded baby and shit. And I'm like, really? You're making fun of a baby?
Yeah.
That's kind of low, man. That's kind of sad.
Make fun of the baby's retarded mother all you want, but come on.
And it doesn't even matter what baby you're making fun of. It's just kind of sad to make fun of babies.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Opal is fair game. Her kid really is not.
Well, she was definitely not. Getting a laugh out of most of it. But towards that, she was kind of like, really, the baby, like.
Yeah. Although again, it's still more of like I said, it's like in high school when you'd have that fucking weird kid that would hang around the fucking preppies or jocks, and they would fuck with them.
And they still want to come back.
Yeah, I get that kind of vibe from Opal.
Yeah, it's too bad because when she finally stops putting on the character, she can be very interesting in person.
Yeah. She's actually got a decent sense of humor, and she's all right. That's what's really unfortunate about her is she would probably be doing better if she just
didn't do the voice.
Yeah, if she just was herself, dude.
Didn't do the voice, didn't put on the character, was just Opal.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to assume her name is Maria because she's Mexican. Or was just Maria.
Right.
Because it's not racist at all. But she has some great stories I was listening to on the Mad Metal Man's YouTube channel. He does some hangouts every once in a while. He's got like 5 or 6 hangouts up. And I'm listening to one where she's talking about her like dad and how he was like a mariachi dude, but he's super pale Mexican guy, so kind of look white. And he's got all these little fucking really brown Mexican kids falling around all over the place, and it's just some really fucking great stories and some really funny stuff. And I'm like, man, you don't need the voice. You got these great stories.
Yeah. It can actually be interesting, and you want to go with the acting like you're mentally challenged.
Yeah.
And doing the squeaker voice. Like, God. Although it is funny how they fucking tell her to talk in her bill-paying voice, dude. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Well, that was literally what somebody paid for on one of the cunt streams at some point. What's his name? Was it Cognitive Thought, or was it somebody else? Somebody was like, I will donate like $10 to the cunt stream if you just stop talking like that. You just talk with your real voice.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how she doesn't take the hint on that.
And then somebody else did that on the on one of the Shitlords streams, one of Ren and Igor's streams. They're like, I will pay $5 if she just stops talking like that.
Yeah.
It's
almost like how they kicked Whitey, dude. Like, Whitey apparently raises a shitload of money to get kicked out of streams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like apparently they're saying somebody like they made like $400 in 2 days from kicking Whitey, raising money to kick Whitey from streams.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Whitey on and make fun of him.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. The only thing is, I actually kind of like. Well,
I think he would be. I think he would be a good guest. I'm not. I wouldn't really go after somebody if I invited him on like that. Except for, I mean, there's some people who I might just because they're assholes, like Zephanian or something. But he'll never be one because I will never invite him.
Yeah.
Whitey, I think he would actually be a fairly entertaining.
Yeah, maybe Godfather. Let's get Godfather on or Vercingetorix. Scotch McGinnis.
Godfather genuinely hates everybody that's not white and genuinely hates anybody that's had sex. I really don't know that he would be that entertaining for more than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's really bitter, really jaded, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
It's so angry. I don't know if I want to have any of that rub off on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's really amazing. And then I'll have people like interact with them in the stream, and I'm like, dude, whoever it is, I'll fucking do the little at thing. Hey, just ignore them like the rest of us do. Just fucking ignore them.
I would donate like half my paycheck to get Godfather to go fuck somebody if that's what it's like, to fucking get a hooker. Because that dude, once he gets his dick wet and smokes a joint,
yes, I was going to make sure you added that.
The nicest guy in the world. He's going to be like, oh shit.
He's like, why was I avoiding this all these fucking years?
He's like, what was wrong with me?
Yeah,
this is great.
I've suggested that to him. Like at first, when he first like kind of came on the scene, or when I first became aware of him, he would just kind of bitch about the fact that he was a virgin. Like he wasn't like all judgmental, like the judgmental prick that he is now. And I would be like, dude, seriously, just pay somebody to fuck you. Like it's not a big deal. Like just do that. Avoid all the complication.
There is no perfect time. There is no perfect person. There's only right now and right here.
Yeah, because I mean, I kind of had that attitude when I was younger, but as soon as I turned 19, I was like, okay, I'm not, I'm just, the next time I get a chance to have sex, I'm going to have sex because I'm not waiting around for the perfect person anymore. And this dude just kept it going until his fucking, what is he, like his mid-30s or something?
Well, the thing is, if you put that kind of onus on sex, then you end up putting people on pedestals, and no one can live up to that for any length of time. Like that's just they're not. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Nobody is as special as you want them to be.
To use something he jokes about a lot, like women fart.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the other thing.
Some perfect little angels. They fucking take giant shits and fucking stink up the bathroom and fucking ass gas.
Yeah. And his jokes, dude, he does not know when to stop. He will make the same joke like 4 or 5 times. You're like, dude, it wasn't funny the first time. It wasn't funny the first 4 times, Or he'll fucking, and it's a dumb joke like, hey, are you going to provide milk and cookies for the stream? And he'll do that like 4 times. Like, dude, it's not funny at all.
Oh,
it wasn't funny the first time.
You know what I don't get? Like we've talked to Lotus Wolf. Lotus Wolf is a total sweetheart. Why is she so into that guy for? Like,
yeah, I don't understand that at all, dude.
Is there something just a joke that we don't see? Like when he talks with her, like do they have private conversations where he's like the nicest guy on the planet or something? Because I don't.
I don't know. The only thing I can imagine, that's the only thing I can imagine is it's a character he's playing. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Oh, maybe
he's completely a normal person other than online. But yeah, he does. The last time I saw him in the stream, he was like, "No, Lotus, you fart in bed. I don't want anything to do with you," or something like that.
He plays a character extremely well if he's a character.
That's why again I don't know if that's true, but that's the only thing I can. It's kind of like because we had her on here, right? Yeah, we had her on here. Yeah, she's
Godfather
great,
one. If you're out there and you ever see this and you're a character, fucking congratulations, because I usually can tell, and you had me completely fooled.
Yeah, you might replace Copper Cab as Greatest Poe, dude.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
Yeah, like you find out his favorite his idol is Andy Kaufman too or something. I don't really believe that. It doesn't make any sense, dude. I don't think they even live in the same area, do they?
I don't know. They're both in Australia. I know that.
Oh, they are both in Australia. Okay.
Which is not a huge space. I mean, you're talking twice the size of Texas or half, three-quarters.
Yeah.
It's somewhere around the size of Texas.
Yeah, although 90% of it's essentially uninhabited, but yeah.
I'm talking about like probably the inhabited part is probably like three-quarters of part. It's like the size of Texas or something. It's not real big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the vast continent. Like, yeah, there's very little of it that's actually populated. Yeah. Yeah, but I guess, man. I don't know how that shit goes down, but yeah, he's
none of my business, man. Opal's gonna, or not Opal. Lotus is with him if she wants to be. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. I don't know if they're just playing it up online. Or have they actually met? Do you have any idea?
Nah, you'd have to ask her. I don't know if I really care.
I really don't see what the appeal is, dude. Like the last time, like on Base Mama's stream, he was like, "Hey, Base Mama, can I have a hug?" And he said it like 5 or 6 times, and then finally she's like, "Yeah, I totally give you a hug." And then like later on, he fucking started talking about it again. You're like, dude, what the hell is your problem?
That's weird.
Yeah, he's
I feel
really
like
bizarre,
asking somebody for a hug on a stream is weird too.
It is.
The initial part is a little strange.
Yeah. Like, I'm almost thankful for Base Mama saying, yeah, sure, I'd give you a hug, because I feel like it's something, like, he is so close to, like, tipping over into serial killer land that hearing shit like that is keeping him from becoming a serial killer.
You know what? I don't like to, you might be right.
Yeah, no, it's sad, but, dude, I honestly think it might be the only thing keeping him from ending up, stitching skin suits out of women, dude.
Entirely possible. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know who I gotta say though, the best Poe is Angry Pepe, because he pretends to be a real adult male, and he's really just like something little kid, something or other. I'm tired. My game is off.
Yeah. Is that
I
true?
had it dig in my fucking head, but it didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
In my head, it was worked, and then it just fucking disappeared while I was saying it. You know,
so you had to bail halfway through it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like in like 2 hours after we're done, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's the fucking joke I was thinking."
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that dude's nuts. The other one is what's his name? Scotch McGinnis / Vercingetorix.
That guy's a little weird.
Yeah, a little weird. He's annoying too, dude. I think Godfather is probably worse. I think, but
I've never gotten into any beef with Scotch.
I haven't gotten into beef with either of them, dude. But they're fucking annoying as hell. Dude.
Oh, I've set Godfather off many a time.
Yeah,
many a time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's something that hard to do. Same.
He rage quits real easy when I'm in a chat or a stream. So
yeah. No, I don't interact with him. I do. I just literally, again, almost everybody does, but yeah, literally, I just ignore him, dude.
Oh, I've got him to rage quit while he was in a stream and I was just in the chat.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
I just like poking him. He's so fucking funny.
You know what? Now, come to think of it, like, why am I just ignoring him and being annoyed by him when I could be fucking with him?
That's what I get. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You
feel like a dumbass, dude.
Here and there. Don't lie.
Right.
He just flips out more and more and more. And I'm like, weed's good for you. It cures all these illnesses.
Yeah. And why are you claiming to be a virgin? Everyone knows you're an actual pimp with a harem.
Like, man, just get a hooker. Real women might not want to fuck you, but a hooker will do it for a couple of bucks. You'll feel better.
No, I'm saying like tell him that he's not a virgin, that he's actually a
tell him he's lying. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that particular
He's so fucking
time.
proud of it. He mentions it like any chance he gets. He's really proud of his fucking virginity. Yeah.
I don't think it's one of those things to be proud of or unproud of. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be ashamed, but you don't. It's not like a point of pride either. It's just it's a thing.
Although if you're that old, it's not shame, but it's just pointless, dude.
It's weird. So it's definitely weird, but it's not like you should feel bad about it. That's just, you know.
Yeah.
I can see how circumstances play that way.
Although, yeah, I can see him getting laid and being really pissed that he waited that long to fuck.
You'd be like, oh, this is awesome. And it's just like not that, like 5-10 minutes and you're It's really not a
Yeah,
big
because I'm
deal.
thinking, you know, I could have lost my virginity a few, you know, at least a few years, 3 or 4 years earlier than I did.
Wait, let me rephrase that, because he's the first time after that a long time, like 1 or 2 minutes, and he'll be like, "Oh, that wasn't that big of a deal."
Could be. But yeah, I can't imagine going that long and wasting that many years not fucking. Like, you know, mine was 3 or 4 years, and it kind of fucked with me. But I can't imagine if I wasted decades not fucking.
You know what? I can't in California now. If for kids that are just like getting into like high school and shit right now, like it's probably not safe for the dudes at this point.
Oh yeah, since the
apparently since anyone can decide after like, you know, fucking 10 years down the road that you're a rapist.
Or the fact that anybody
put the condom on me.
Anybody can infect you deliberately with fucking HIV or AIDS.
Oh yeah, that's
not a big deal.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, literally, I understand the accidentally doing it or that kind of shit, but if
you're not aware, that's one thing. But if you're aware, you should fucking have to say something.
Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous.
I think you should have to say something for any STD.
Yeah,
the curable ones, man. If you've got syphilis, you should have to fucking tell people.
Yeah. Yeah, you have gonorrhea, syphilis, any of that shit. Especially, obviously, herpes and fucking HIV. But,
I wouldn't be disinclined. I wouldn't immediately view it as a negative to have mandatory STD testing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then people have a card, and you can just require to see. You can ask to see that card before you sleep with them. And just to make it like a standard thing and be like, the card, they got AIDS and HIV and herpes. No, thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I know it sounds kind of a little bit fucking dark side of the force and shit, but I do think it'd be one of the best ways to fucking cut down on diseases, because nobody's not being allowed to fuck. Just every so often you got to go down and get tested.
Yeah.
You know, like every 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't understand how you can't just stick to the fucking people that already have the shit you have, you know?
Well, and like that herpes dating site?
Yeah.
I just think people should be able to make an informed decision.
Right.
You know, hey, we're at the bar, we're hitting it off, you know, I meet some lady or whatever, we can like fucking exchange cards. That'd be part of the flirting process of deciding whether or not to fucking go home together.
Right. Yeah, it could be kind of an icebreaker for the one night stand.
Yeah, you got a clean card, I got a clean card. Boom, let's do this shit. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And that's probably kind of a, you know, probably harder and harder to find people that are clean nowadays.
It would be like, to me, it would be a super turn on if a chick is like not fucking sporting like herpes or HIV or AIDS or syphilis.
I would hope so. I don't know that it's a turn on, but them having that shit is definitely a turn off.
To me, it's a turn on because they were discerning enough with their partners. I don't care how many they've had, just that they were discerning enough to not.
Right.
End up with all sorts of like fucking venereal diseases.
Yeah, I don't know how to react. I think I'd freak out, even if it was only something simple like fucking whatever the simple ones are. But,
like syphilis or something where you just got to get some fucking, you know, antibiotics.
Yeah. Although syphilis is kind of scary because if you let that shit go, goddamn. Although who would?
Well, if you let it go.
Yeah.
Or gonorrhea. Well, I think for guys, gonorrhea is a little harder to cure. I think they got to put something up your pee hole.
Yeah. The clap.
Yeah.
Where the hell was I? I don't know if it was here or where, but somewhere they're explaining why they called it clap.
Oh, I don't know.
And it was apparently what they used to do is if you had that shit and you had a pus-ridden dick, they would just fucking clap together 2 pieces of fucking wood on your cock and smash the pus out of your dick.
Oh, interesting.
Apparently that's why they called it the clap. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually true. I need to check that, actually. So anyway, listen to this.
That sounds fucking awful.
Just, it would probably stop me from fucking for quite some time, dude.
Hey, we got to cure this disease. We're just going to smash your dick for a minute.
Yeah, maybe be a little careful next time, unless you want this to happen again. You know, if you're into it, that's fine. You don't actually need to get the disease. You can just come down here and we'll smash your dick here.
Nice, yeah. Oh, that's cringy a little bit. That's almost as bad as that fucking picture that fucking Adra put up of the chick that sprayed her cunt with fucking disinfectant spray.
No, I didn't see that.
It looked angry.
Yeah.
Clearly,
I imagine it's all red and irritated, right?
Oh, it looked like it had been the worst sunburn you've ever seen in your life all over this poor woman's vagina.
God damn.
It was awful.
Hold on, I gotta look that up, dude.
It was pretty fucking terrible. It wasn't as bad as the dude that pissed on the electric fence.
Do you know what her name is now? Isn't it Fading something?
Right on. Thanks for passing that on, William.
Fading Dark. There we go. Okay, I gotta see this shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, was this recent or?
It was a while ago. The disinfectant and vagina one.
All right, but it was on her Twitter. You said, right?
Yeah, and I'd go to like the media section of it. Although she just followed me on Twitter, so I wonder if she made a new Twitter account too.
Yeah, she did. I assume it's because of the fucking shitty ex-boyfriend.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, because he was kind of stalking her.
Shit. What a fucking loser.
Yeah, I still don't know if I scared her off that one time. I feel like shit if I did, because I brought that up because you know she was in the chat and I thought she was gonna come on, or you thought she was gonna come on, and then I was like, oh yeah, is that chick with the crazy ex-boyfriend? And like she confirmed it, and then she didn't come on, so I was like, shit, I hope I didn't scare her off. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know, man. If you did, it's unfortunate, but whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather somebody not come on if they're not going to be comfortable with the way we are normally than us feel like we have to behave a certain way for somebody to come on.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, there's a good chance that had nothing to do with it, but I just...
one of my pet peeves is Engelhardt and his whole fucking... He's feeling the need to lecture people anytime somebody says retard all the time. Like, I get that you don't like the word.
Right.
But, dude, people aren't talking about your brother, so I don't know why you got to bring him into it, because it really doesn't have anything to do with you.
Yeah, isn't his brother just autistic? He's not retarded, right? He's autistic, right?
I don't know. I think it's retarded, but either way, it's just like... They're not talking about your brother, man. Like you need to.
Yeah, doesn't need to.
You don't need to lecture everybody and tell them what words they can and can't use in conversations. That's really weird. It's really weird and awkward, and it feels really fucking awkward every time.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
He's a great guy, man. I love Engelhardt. Love the dude. I just that one little thing is just like, oh my god. And I'm sure there's shit that I do that pisses people off. No doubt.
Right. The hell you say? Yeah. Oh, dude, one of the other shows I just saw a picture of like a dove or whatever. It reminded me, or pigeon. Mike Tyson Mysteries. I don't know if you ever watched that show, but that one, some of them are fucking hilarious. They're all pretty good, but some of them are goddamn hilarious. Yeah, Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's a cartoon. It's Mike Tyson, and then it's
awful. I got it. I would check that out for sure. That sounds fucking terrible.
No, it's actually some of them are. Well, dude, it's Mike Tyson and then Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald,
terrible in a way that makes it entertaining to watch. You know what I mean?
No, right, like Trainwreck terrible.
Yeah. It's like old '80s movies. Some of those are just so bad that they were great.
All right. No, it's actually I actually like it. Like, well, again, some of the episodes are kind of, but some of them are really good. But yeah, because Norm Macdonald does the voice of this. It's a pigeon who used to be a person and got changed into a pigeon, got cursed or whatever the fuck the story is. It's whatever dumb story there is. Yeah, right. Yeah. But anyways, it's Norm Macdonald, dude. So he's pretty fucking funny. He's just a degenerate fucking dude. He plays a degenerate pigeon on the show.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's actually.
It does. I'll be honest.
It sounds awful.
Yeah, but I mean, like worth watching because it's so bad it's good kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Again,
might
it
touch
depends.
somebody
It
up
really
anyone's
depends
ear.
on what episode. Because, like I said, some of them are really good, some of them are not so good.
Does she bite off
Um,
anyone's ear?
yeah. What was it? Oh, yeah. Oh shit. All right, it must not be on this one. It must be on her old account.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an old account one.
All right, yeah, I'm still looking for it.
She was a hooker though. It was like a hooker who thought like, well, I put all this gross stuff in here. I better fucking spray clean that shit.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes
Just
total
ended up
sense.
with a incredibly painful chemical burn that she's not gonna be able to work for at least a fucking month. I was making
Jesus.
jokes like they should just use aloe vera based lube for the burn.
Oh man.
These women in like this hangout were talking about it, and I was like, just use aloe vera based lube. She get back to work, and they were just like, oh shit, no.
Wow.
It's the female equivalent to guys watching the other dudes get kicked in the dick, where they were all just like, oh no, cringe, cross my leg. It's so rare an opportunity you get to do that and make women feel uncomfortable.
Right. All right, I don't know why I'm still searching for those at this point.
Well, you got your kids going home soon, right?
All right. Yeah, actually, it should be any minute now. Yeah.
I was gonna say we're kind of starting to peter off, and you probably got your kid coming home any minute.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we might as well call it, man.
Yeah, it'd be a good point to call it. So,
all right, yeah. So, real quick, for anyone out there, like I said, I'm. Am I doing? Do you want me to try to do Sunday or what?
oh man, if you're on vacation, just take your time. Do your vacation stuff, man.
Yeah, although Sunday's one at night, so I mean it's not like I'm going to be out and about at that time anyway. I'll probably do Sundays just in case, because if Hearth doesn't show up, I don't want you to be on your own.
Yeah, well, I'll send you the link. You can join or not, man. It's totally up to you. And I'll figure out what to do. If worst case, I can do one on my own. And it'll just be really awkward for like an hour and a half.
All right, but next Thursday I'm definitely going to be out, so we know that.
No problem, man.
Okay. All right.
I don't know why for a guest host or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt the need to have that on the fucking video instead of just offline, but
oh no, it's fine. So look for some weird shit coming up on the Chatterbox for the next two hangouts.
Yeah,
and peace out.
Bye bye.
Day Trois and Skittles McStabby Pants. Thanks for joining us. And Angry Pepe, you're a little bitch.